Hi friends, let's have a look at CoinMetro ICO today and try to figure out if we should board the train. Looking at the basic ICO details, we have a total supply of 500 million coin. Pre-ICO closed for 50 million coin. Token sale will start on February 21st, 2018, though flash sales are happening in between. Token generation release is 250 million coin, essentially 50% of the total. Current flash sale price is Euro 0.11. Parent company location is Georgia, base for exchange is Estonia, and base for token sale is Hong Kong. Looking at the token distribution, for the ICO it's 50%, providing liquidity 20%, team 10%, rewards 7.5%, advisors 2.5%, and pre-sale 10%. Proceeds will primarily be spent on resources and development, marketing, M&A activities, and regulatory. Now coming to the concept, they will generate revenue through exchange, trading, providing investment platform, and ICO Express Framework. Let's look at the key points for each. Starting with the exchange platform. By the way, I wish they had checked the content well and avoided repetition here. But anyways, that's not the key point. What impresses is the atomic swap option, essentially direct trading between individuals, peer-to-peer secure exchanges using time-locked smart contracts where no third-party intervention is needed to complete the transaction. The smart contract will act as a form of timed escrow, ensuring that both parties are protected in the event of a default. It is intended that this exchange mechanism will carry fees that will almost be zero. Essentially, it's pretty low fee transaction as long as immediate execution is not a need. The other piece of interest comes from the footnote. The buyback plan, where up to 20% of their revenues will be used for buyback. The trading platform talks about regular things, but the interesting piece is peer-to-peer lending. Not to be confused with the crypto lending schemes, of course. This peer-to-peer lending allows lending with daily interest rates for margin trading. Essentially, it allows anyone to lend and get interest from anyone on the platform with security features built in, assuming they use existing cryptos as collaterals. The investment platform, it has two items of interest. The first is tokenized asset management, providing access to anyone to become an asset manager and launch an equivalent token and let investors choose their own asset managers as well. Essentially a way to get in novice investors on board. The other is ETCFs. Guess the website has another typo here. It's exchange traded crypto funds. The name is self-explanatory. Another way to get novice investors on board. Finally, the ICO Express Framework. I find this a great way to get ICO launches on the platform with a semblance of trust for the end investors. Essentially, a win-win scenario for all. Looking at the competitor landscape, CoinMetro essentially combines exchange features with crypto funds and adding peer-to-peer lending and ICO support to the mix apart from providing a debit card service to dabble into proper payments as well. Now looking at the revenue model for the company. It is a 0.1% fee for each exchange operation, which essentially provides a good entry point for customers and can provide good volumes. From the token perspective, the returns are primarily based on usage as an exchange medium buoyed a bit by the buyback price. I personally don't like using buyback as an ICO USP, but that's what is pretty common nowadays. Now predicting the price here is fairly tricky, especially since they haven't given any financial projections, which actually is not a great thing in itself. Binance Coin, of course, becomes an obvious comparison as they themselves have it there on their website. I did consider Quash as another potential comparison point, but I think XCM is much closer to BNB. Now, Binance trading volumes and Binance Coin market cap have been roughly in the ratio of 1.4, with XCM providing additional avenues of revenue like TAM, ETCFs, ICOs, and peer-to-peer lending. I have taken another 30% factor over this to compute the potential prices once in the market. Now, the basis of projections has been the exchange volumes taken as a parameter. Based on today's volumes, and of course assuming the concept works, the exchanges should be managing pretty good set of volumes. The expected volumes for CoinMetro should hence be somewhere between 115 million to 400 million daily. If we take the peak volumes around December 2017, these should be 3 times the current ones and fall between 345 million to 1.2 billion daily. The corresponding price range for the token moves from 21 cents to $2.22. Of course, 115 million to 133 million is the lower end, and you're probably better off buying Binance Coin instead. But if the concept plays through and crypto market gets back on trajectory, the expected price bands should fall somewhere between 74 cents and $2.22. In case we have the run continuing, of course, then sky's the limit. Coming to the roadmap, the exchange launches in April this year. Of course, I don't recommend exiting at that point. October timelines for completion look a bit aggressive though. Looking at the final checklist, the idea of course is great. Revenue model is good. Token ROI will probably be somewhere in the medium to high range. Readiness levels are medium. Risk seems low. Ability to execute seems okay. And most likely it's a genuine ICO. Overall investment grade is A-, that is low risk and medium return. What works for them are the atomic swaps, peer-to-peer lending, tokenized asset management, ETCFs, ICO Express Framework, experience in debit card logistics, and the buyback plan. What I feel doesn't work, on the other hand, are the lack of financial projections, no MVP, no clear-cut USP for core trading platform. Now, should I invest? Well, it seems a good long-term bet to me. I would probably go for it. Thank you for your time. In case you want to invest, please use my referral link in the description of the video. It will get you an additional 2.5% tokens on your first purchase, besides providing me my referral. Thank you.